NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. So cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift, taken down at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Jackson.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The numbers a week ago for Shenault.
Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. There's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Oh, what a move. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught by Jackson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this to the 32. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
On second down, Swift.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Second and 15. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2nd and 11.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
That caught by Tremble.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From the 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They try to set up the screen. Ooh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again. Shifts past him at the 45.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Online, but off the crossbar, no good.
we'll skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37. On 2nd down now. It's Phillips. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 29. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To throw, it's Mahomes.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A nice little juke. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Man, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Gets past one man. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Out of his hands quick to Jackson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, getting out 23 and a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
And we're back now in Charlotte. From the 44, Mahomes. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second and 5. And this complete to Mitchell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost.
Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Swift going to try up the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
St. Brown on the catch.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, 29 yards.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's